Hey, welcome back. What you're looking at here is what my sister wanted to use for the storage in her daughter's playroom. Well, what you can't see from here is it's kind of a piece of garbage. It's made out of particle board, there's chips everywhere, there's exposed screw heads. I mean, it's ugly. So I told her we can do way better. And I have a much better idea for this piece. Well, now that that's taken care of, let's go build some storage cabinets. But first, to give you a little bit of context, let's take a quick stroll down memory lane. These are a couple of oversized, mid century modern bookcases I built for my sister. You'll see similarities in the design between these and what we're building in this video, only on a much smaller scale. One of the things I struggled with the most on building those bookcases was getting a good, straight miter cut for the corners. So, for this and for future projects, I decided to invest in the Craig plunge saw, track to be purchased at a later date. Instead, to save a few bucks, I just purchased a clamping straight edge from Harbor Freight for like 17 bucks. It's only temporary. Now, I don't plan on using any mechanical fasteners, so here I'm setting up to make a dado with my trim router. Just to put a little less stress on the tool, I decided to go with 2 passes. I'm not sure it was necessary. Something I learned when I was making those bookcases, and you'll hear a lot of woodworkers say this, is to keep your workpieces as large as possible, as long as possible, so you have room to fix small errors. And in this case, when I'm cutting this dado, afterwards I'll be ripping this piece in half, essentially creating the top and bottom of my cabinet, which will accept the center divider. I bought these corner clamps off of Amazon for 40 bucks, and boy am I glad I did. They helped a ton in squaring up these cabinets. I don't have a lot of space, and I wasn't entirely sure how I was going to assemble this. So I decided to go with the good old blue tape miter fold. That's just going to hold everything together, and then I'll use those 90-degree clamps to actually get it nice and square and pull those joints together. Oof, isn't a good mitered corner joint just a thing of beauty? Now it's time for what is probably my least favorite part of the build, and that is edge banding. It's not overly complicated, but it's time consuming and tedious. So I do apologize, but I felt like I had to include it in the video. So maybe now's a good time for you to go grab a snack. Come back when it's over. They do make tools to install edge banding, but I'm cheap and a clothes iron works just as well for me. I guess now is as good a time as any to ask if you've enjoyed this video at all, please subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. They also make some kind of a trimmer to cut off the excess, but I don't have one of those either, so I just sand it all down. Takes a little more time, but it's effective. Okay, what I haven't shown you yet is that I've actually assembled two of these storage units. The one that you haven't seen is about double the height of the other one. So what I'm doing here is I'm putting together two adjustable shelves that will go into that taller unit. Here I'm just gluing up these strips of plywood that will become the feet of the storage units. After letting them glue up overnight, I clean off the excess glue and I will be cutting them down to 6-inch pieces. Now, after assembling them and delivering them, I'm kind of questioning how I'm kind of questioning if I made the feet too big. I think they might have been a little bit more proportionate if I'd made them a little shorter, so maybe 4 inches instead of 6 inches. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. I don't really do anything fancy when I'm installing these feet. I just try to get them relatively even, and I attach them with drywall screws that are countersunk. I would say I have a love-hate relationship with applying finish. I don't really feel like I'm very good at it. I don't have a lot of patience, but I really do love seeing that grain start to come through. I bought this shelf peg drilling jig from Millscraft, and I really like it. I think the design is nice. It comes with drill bits for 5 millimeter and for quarter-inch pegs, and it's all stored together, so it's not a bunch of separate pieces. I thought that was really convenient, and it worked really nicely too. We're getting close to the end here, and I'm just applying the finishing touches. Here I'm installing adjustable feet that I got off of Amazon. They looked really durable, and looking at them now and installing them, they feel like they're gonna hold up to a lot. They also weren't too expensive. I think for a pack of 12, I paid like 15 bucks. Well, this is the end. I really hope you enjoyed watching, and I really appreciate you taking the time. Until next time, see ya.